Hey, I want to quickly talk about saying no and hearing no. Because for me, this has been a year of saying no to so many things. I left the teaching job I've been in for the last 3 years, saying no to renewing my contract. I said no to so many job offers or project opportunities that didn't suit me anymore. I've been cutting out, cutting back, and focusing in on what I really want. And that has required me to say no a million times. And saying no can be difficult when we don't really know what we want anyway. So we just kind of float around and go with the flow, which can be nice. Like, I've gone with the flow a lot in my life, and that has also really served me. But you can get to this point where you start to really know what you want, and you start to see that you're not setting boundaries to protect what it is you truly desire. And as you reclaim your power and you reclaim your ability to set boundaries, know what you want, say no to things that will not actually serve your goals, it puts you in this position of finally creating the life that you want and moving towards your biggest hopes and dreams. And it's powerful. It's so powerful. And then, and this is what I'm really experiencing, the more that I say no to what I don't want, and saying no when no is really a no, I am now able to really see and understand other people's no on another level. And I feel like in my life, I've not received a lot of no's. I don't know if it's just because wasn't prepared to hear them, or I was always setting things up so things would be a yes before they were a no, or because I wasn't really going for what I wanted. There are a lot of pieces there. So I just want to keep this simple and offer this, because this has been my experience this week, where I had 3 clear no's. And I've really been noticing the feelings that came up with that, and what the messages were behind that. And the more we are compassionate with ourselves and our true desire to say no, and allowing ourselves to say no, we begin to be able to hold more space for other people's desire to say no. And their own power in saying no. But then not just giving up, because I think for me, this things being tied to expression and needing to express myself more means that I've given up a lot of times, I think. And well, anyway, that's what I've seen in the past week. It's somebody will say no, I will just be very disappointed, and I don't want to have to explain myself more. I don't like taking the time to develop and explain my needs, explain why I'm asking for what I'm asking for, because in 2 out of 3 of the circumstances where somebody said no to me, the truth was that I realized that I hadn't fully explained my need. And so they said no, and they didn't understand what I was actually asking for, because in one case I didn't ask for what I actually wanted for. I got lost in something else, and then so part of the frustration and sadness came from oh, they don't even understand what I'm saying, but I didn't ask for it right? I didn't really ask for what I actually wanted, or explain it all. So in that case, I'm going to try again, which is hard for me, because even asking the first time was hard. So we keep that in mind too. It's if we're asking for something, if we're beginning to ask for something that we need, it's not going to be easy. So I guess I could have set this up with that idea too. It's this is all tied to our power and beginning to ask for what we want and what we need. And if we're not used to that, it can be a little bit difficult. So not giving up when you get the first no if something doesn't feel right, like giving yourself time and space to feel into like what your reaction is to the no. Understanding like their reasons for saying no and like holding space for that, and maybe it is really just a no. But also feeling and seeing if like you need to practice like expressing yourself better so that it can become a yes, and that everybody can kind of walk away like feeling like their needs are met and their boundaries are also respected. So it's all communication, it's all relationship work. It's key to and central to my work in terms of expressing from the heart, expressing like without a mask, expressing for what we really want and what we need and from who we really are, instead of just blending, going along with what other people want, people pleasing, falling into complacency, and then eventually like shutting down your true voice. I'm gonna go, but I just wanted to share that, and I'll see you in another expression from the heart. Lots of love.